Sometimes van life takes you to idyllic destinations with views to die for, but other times it takes you to a shopping centre car park. This is where we stayed last night, at the Golden Island Shopping Centre car park in Athlone. And we're not complaining. I love a shopping centre, and over the last few years that we've been doing van life, we've learnt that beauty can be found just about anywhere. That being said, we are now off to find somewhere a little more idyllic to spend the night, so come with us as we try to find our next park up. It isn't always an easy task.
Apparently it's down there, but maybe it's not. Like, it does say private now. Maybe.
Oh, you go through these gates?
Yeah, apparently so.
It doesn't look like you're meant to be in there, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Closed for renovation.
Right, so we've just pulled up at what we thought was going to be tonight's stop at Rooskye, which is a little motorhome stop next to the River Shannon. However, there's a big sign saying closed for refurbishment, and there's diggers and all sorts of stuff in there, no motorhome, so they're definitely closed. So we found another place using the apps not far up the road at Drumsnay. So we're going to go there, see how we get on.
That was failed attempt number 2, so we were just too big. We did suspect when looking at the apps, the park up, that it was going to be a little bit tight, but we thought we'd give it a go anyway. It's very quiet, but the trees, the bays aren't very long, and the trees at the back are just getting in the way. It's just not going to happen. So pulled over, and we're going to have a look to see where else we can go. It's mega frustrating when this happens because we are literally just sat not having a clue where to go. You look at the maps and in all directions and on all the apps it just seems like there's nowhere that's really what we're looking for or at the right price point. Yeah, it's lunchtime as well, which is really inconvenient because obviously we're all getting hungry, kids are getting bored, and you just keep looking at the map and you look again and again, you click on one, you're like, oh, I've already seen that one, can't go there, or I've already seen that one, that looks a bit rubbish. And yeah, you do get days like this, you do. You get the days where you find the wonderful places and everything just works out perfectly fine, but you do also get days like this where things just seem to not work out and you do just feel a little bit stuck. Right, it's only 18 minutes away, so we're just going to try and get there and hopefully we can get parked up.
Well, this is certainly Outback Island.
There we go, not found a bad little spot here. We're in this place here, which I'm not going to try and pronounce, guys. I'll get it terribly wrong. But overlooking some gorgeous boats and the waterway. Just putting the ladders out. Are they going to fit? Just, please, just. Look at that.
They just fit.
It's like home now, isn't it?
Huh?
Got our own little front garden.
Yeah.
Got our washing out. With the water looking lovely and calm here, Rick whacked the kayak out for a hopefully much smoother ride than last week's. So you're launching from this little slipway?
The plan. Right, Jack, you need to go get the paddle. Trouble is, I'm going to have to walk in.
You are, yeah. You can't be scared, babe.
Right, just make sure you sat back. Remember, nice and level.
Is it cold?
Not really. Thank you.
See you later, boys.
See you later. Great to be back out on the water, and this time it is lovely and calm. Jackie, leave that. We lose the paddle, then we are doomed. And there is nowhere, there's no banks on here at all.
I made flatbreads the other week for the very first time after hearing about how simple and easy it is and how much better for you they are than the shop bought ones because of all the preservatives and the other additives they put in them. So they were so tasty. So I'm going to make some more again tonight because we've got some chicken. So I'm going to do flatbreads, chicken, vegetables, a bit of a help yourself. No, Rosie. Honestly, guys, this dog, I thought labs were bad, and labs are bad, but she just keeps trying to steal everything. The other day she had half of my dinner, and today she stole some biscuits, and now she's trying to get some pepper that Teddy's very busily, chopping up really, really well.
And tiny.
And tiny bits. You making it tiny bits?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So no one can taste it.
Oh, right. Are you going to have some?
I think I'll have some cooked.
You like it cooked?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't like tasting it?
I think I'll eat it cooked in the frying pan because it is quite cooked in the frying pan.
In the frying pan, yeah. Okay, we'll have cooked pepper with the dinner, shall we?
Yeah.
The full recipe for the flatbread is now live on our Patreon. If you want to become a member, you'll get exclusive content and early access to all our videos.
Quick! It's okay. It's alright, Jackie.
Jack had decided to take his skateboard on the ramp and crashed his face into the wall. After Rick got to him, he then passed out. It wasn't anything too serious, and to be honest, we've lost count of the number of times he's passed out because of pain or shock. He just ended up with a very sore cut on his cheek and another on his shoulder.
We're still here at Keshcarrigan, and it's the only place, well, Ireland is the only place we've ever been where we have seen like a massive fluctuation of motorhomes arriving at the weekend. We tend to find the weeks are really quite quiet. There was only 2 of us here on Thursday, and then come Friday it was pretty much full. A few have left today, this morning, but it's probably going to get full again later. I can see why though, because it is absolutely free. It's a Waterways Island place, so it's free to stay here. You've got all your services, and you've also got a little block there which has laundry in it and also washing, but to use them you do need a Waterways Island card, which I think you can apply for online, but when it's quite cheap, and once you've got that you'll be able to use the blocks at all the different Waterways Island sites. Last night it was really heavy rain, and unfortunately, we realised that we still have our leak in the roof. So my clothes cupboard was wet this morning. My clothes were wet, so I've had to chuck a few of those out. If you remember, we've had this before with heavy rain. We've realised that water is coming through. Really frustrating. We don't think it was our fault with the build. It happened after our solar panels were installed, which was the only part of the build that we didn't do. So it's really annoying, and Rick's going to have a look at that when we're back in the UK and try and fix it. Right guys, we are now en route to go and see our friends Becca and Sam, who some of you might know from the Irish homestead.
Right, we're only 5 kilometres away, and this is where things are going to get interesting. The roads are going to get very, very narrow. Probably the narrowest we're going to be taking this lorry down.
Oh my gosh. Hope this is the right way, babe.
How are we doing? Oh geez, these are the narrowest roads I think I've taken this down.
So Rick's actually having to reverse now down the lane and up to their property. Because there just wouldn't be space for us to turn around at the top, but this is probably the longest bit of road you've had to reverse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Full concentration required.
Narrow road, slight incline, but nothing we can't do.
We met Rebecca and Sam in 2022 in Gibraltar when they too were living and travelling in a motorhome. Since then, they have bought a derelict property in Ireland and are in the middle of restoring it to its former glory. It's a mammoth task, but these guys are taking it all in their stride.
So we think it's about 2 or 3, maybe even 300 years old, this place.
Right.
Because it's on the Ordnance Survey maps, from the very first Ordnance Survey maps actually, that ever produced in Ireland, so it's old.
1829.
And it's bendy, and it's falling over. No, it's not really falling down.
And when did the last person live in it? Do you know?
So
He moved out 1956, I think.
yeah,
Wow.
When he moved out and moved into that house there, that was built.
they built another house, didn't they? And moved into that.
Yeah, because this was so old, no services, so they moved into a more modern house.
Wow.
So there was no water here, no electricity.
This tin roof was put on in the 60s.
Yeah, so it was the thatch. There was the original thatch
Wow.
under the roof. That was only over part of it, but we had to take that down because it was
honking.
It was in a bad state.
Yeah, there's two. There's this one, and then the barn over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be
just when
the
we
next
think we've
project.
done this.
Yeah.
You've then got that.
Forget about that one for now.
We've then got a smaller one.
So the plan is to put the new floor down so that we can rebuild the chimney and get the new roof put on.
When we've done it, we've done a lot.
There's the donkey. That's Toby.
Ferry's piece.
Oh, there you go, had enough.
It's so
Are we done?
I think he might be done.
He's just making himself known, isn't he?
Whenever
Don't forget about me.
Yeah,
That's it.
not camera shy.
Yeah.
So Toby, for anyone who's wondering about why we've got a donkey, Toby was, we rescued him from a field, no shelter, no companion, and he
played on Rebecca's heart.
He did
strings.
play on the heartstrings.
Did you always want a donkey?
No.
No.
No, I did always think I would probably have a donkey or two. So we've worked with the donkey sanctuary and we've had him gelded now because he was a full stallion.
Yeah.
And the plan is very soon he will be getting a friend.
Yeah.
So
company.
yeah, he needs company, but he's been aggressive previously with other donkeys, so we had to get him gelded and give him time for that to heal. And then fingers crossed, he's going to have a little friend coming soon.
Be good.
That'd be nice.
Much to Sam's.
Does the friend have a name?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
I've not even seen her.
No.
yet.
Oh, wow.
We know
It's a
about
her.
her. We know it's a female, but we've not seen her or met her yet.
So this is the
Yeah, we've got to rebuild
front door.
all this.
Rebuild the column.
Yeah.
Thing.
With my stonemasonry skills. I'm not a stonemason. I'm a joiner.
Yeah.
But I'm doing bits and bobs with the stonework and it's getting there. But this only went in last week. This is the compact level that goes underneath the base of the concrete.
And is it here where the chimney breast was?
Yeah, that's the opening.
Oh right, yeah, of course, yeah. So that's only recently come out, is it?
Yeah.
It was very sad moment for me.
Roughly
I know.
same spot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the chimney, but you know, at the end of the day, we have to have the top floor because we want the kids to have bedrooms.
Yeah.
And so it had to come down, but it was very upsetting to have to take it down.
Yeah.
But we will rebuild, and we've kept all the stone, so we're going to rebuild with the
Base
stone.
it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Base it with
So
stone
it'll
so it
look
looks like a stone.
amazing once it's done.
Yeah.
It's just at the minute it's hard to imagine.
So what's going where in terms of your layout and rooms
You'll
and?
still know what will be the kitchen,
Okay. Yep.
and obviously, so kitchen sink is going to be here.
Nice.
Out the window. Yeah, and then our bedroom's going to be at the end here because the fireplace will be back where it was. Central thing, and then obviously now we've knocked through because that barn was not attached. It was a separate barn, but they were so close. It was easy to sort of join them.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our lounge with the door out onto
To take the full
courtyard.
gable down,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
a colossal amount of stone
Yeah.
come out of this place.
Yeah, no, I bet.
So it's going to be a lovely lounge looking out, and then stairs somewhere here upstairs, and then there's going to be a bathroom, utility, and then
lovely.
we are hoping to give the kids a little ensuite upstairs each, so that they've got the privacy of a, at least, even if it's just a toilet and a sink.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a really decent size though, isn't it? It's probably going to be bigger than what you think, I would imagine, once it's done.
I think it's hard at the minute to picture all of that in this
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
But I think once you get going,
Yeah.
it will be okay. It's just
It's all been designed and drawn up by our engineer, so it's like building a shed.
Yeah.
Inside of here, there's a cavity and a 4x2 stud, insulated vapor membrane, then the joists. So the house is like decoration, really. It's, there's no actual loads going on these walls, so it will shrink it as well a bit. It's going to be 6 inches either side, so it's going to get
your
a bit
insulation
smaller.
and stuff like that.
Cozy.
But the plan is, that's the thing, is that we don't want to have a big house that's a lot to heat, because we are off grid. We're going to be using a stove with a back boiler and solar for the hot water in the summer months.
For everything.
Yeah.
We're not on the grid.
Solar panels.
Are you going to have gas?
No,
We talked about having in the mobile, the shower and the cooker runs off the gas. So
we might have a gas.
we might have the shower in here.
Yeah.
Right.
And a little gas cooker as well, and just run it off bottom.
Yeah.
Because you're changing them like every 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
So you're only paying for a bottle basically.
Yeah, that's it. Keep our outgoings to a minimum. Is the plan.
Mm-hmm. That's everyone's plan, isn't it?
That's everyone's plan.
Don't spend too much. Yeah.
It's very easy to live above your means, how we were living previously, because it's
Trying to
all
avoid
an
debt.
element of keeping up with the Joneses we found when we were living in our old house, wasn't there? And we ended up in over our heads, I'd say.
You
Financially.
just live your life
Yeah.
on credit.
Yeah.
It's just
Stressful.
It's not worth it.
No, it wasn't. And this is a lot of work, but once it's done, we don't have a mortgage and we'll have minimal outgoings and hopefully a better quality of life, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
And producing some of your own food.
That's the plan. Yeah.
So-
Yeah. That's the whole thing, is to be self-sufficient as much as we possibly can.
So is that your plans for the land then? What's involved with the land?
Yeah, orchards which are already planted. Polytunnels
Raised
coming.
plant beds.
Yeah, growing vegetables. We've got the hens that we obviously get eggs from already. We're thinking, well, I've got bees coming, so I've done my beekeeping course.
Ducks.
And
Nice.
ducks. And then if possibly goats, I would love to do goat's cheese and goat's milk, but that's down the line.
And you've done a head count of the animals already, haven't you?
Yeah.
How many have you got?
I think it's 20.
20 animals.
20.
20 in the house.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Plus the children.
Yeah, we rescue things. We tend to rescue animals, so we've got
Rebecca
rescue
rescues.
rescue. Sam just goes along with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sam, can you just build me another animal house for this thing that's coming? So I am a nightmare. Taking on
A
animals.
lot of the battens I was using to make the ring beams for the house, for the wall plates, got used on making a hutch.
Nice.
So got to buy more.
Right guys, that's us. We are now on our way back to the ferry port in Larne to catch our P&O ferry. We have spent 4 weeks in Ireland and Northern Ireland combined, and we have loved it. Highlights for me are definitely Port Rush in Northern Ireland. Loved it there, beautiful seaside town, great motorhome park up. And then Hillary Fjord, doing that boat tour down the fjord was absolutely incredible. Reminded us of why we love being on the water, just absolutely amazing. Rick, what was your highlight? The whole trip?
Hillary Ford was good, but also Akil Island or Akil Sound. That was really quite nice as well.
That was, wasn't it? Beautiful, absolutely stunning scenery, stunning landscape. So yeah, but the weather hasn't been great, as you can imagine.
Shocking.
It's probably been a typical Irish summer. But you know, it is what it is, and we are now going to be in search of a bit of summer sun. So we're heading back to Scotland, then England, catching up with family, and very promptly going to be heading back overseas.
We're actually booked on the 5 o'clock. We were just wondering if the off chance we could get an earlier one.
There you go.
Right there. Awesome, thank you very much. Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, we're getting on the earlier one.
Yeah!
We headed straight for the food court to grab some food for lunch, with Piper and Teddy choosing these cute little lunch bags, and Jack going for the classic fish and chips. It's only a 2-hour crossing, so the time does go really quickly, and even quicker when you've got a card game. We need to say a big thank you to Jill and family, who very kindly donated through Buy Me a Coffee and suggested we buy Uno Flip. The kids are loving it, and it's keeping us all very entertained.
Cheers, thanks mate, take care.
Right, that's it. Almost the first one's off the ferry. Literally didn't take long at all. So back in Bonnie, Scotland.
As always, thank you for tuning in this week. This may be the end of our Irish adventure, but we have plenty more in store. Next week we have not 1 but 2 vlogs going out, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notifications bell so you don't miss a thing.